Okay. Test, 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 test. So, oh wow, okay, yeah. So we are using double the video encode power on the card. We were using 21% video encode power. Now we're at 40%. But we're still not maxing out the card. We're still targeting the same bit rate because I don't want to kill the Twitch viewers who can only watch at this bit rate. So we should be basically running a higher density compression algorithm or a higher intensity compression algorithm now, which is using a lot more electricity in the card. We're using twice as much power on the card, but the video should be slightly higher quality. What do y'all see any difference at all? I'm just going to keep flying around real quick. Yeah, never feel bad if you can't donate right now. The reason I was asking was because I would feel bad if I was failing to thank people. I would feel bad if I was failing to thank people because my alerts were broken. If my alerts are broken, that's my fault. I mean, if you're content, you're content. Crazy Dog says that's very noticeable. Got any wheat to harvest? Great question, Kindleless. I don't know. Drew Baca says looks crisp on YouTube. Does it look crisper than it was, or is it just good? Okay. So I'm not sure if the farm is regrown. We might have to spam bone meal on it in order to harvest. Is this affecting my frame rate in game at all? Nope. Because the video encoder is technically a different part of the hardware. Ren has wheat. Go help him out. Yeah, where's Ren's wheat? He's not here. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, he's got a lot of wheat. This is not like in a clear... I don't want to accidentally terraform his stuff. People are saying looks a lot clearer. That might just be because there's not as much straight line harvesting. Yazzie Wolf says, OMG, it's not getting all fuzzy when you harvest wheat. Fantastic. I'm looking at the encode. It's maxing out at around 44%. Now, if I start recording, that's going to run a second parallel encoding process that's going to have some overlap, but not none. So that's going to get us up to 61, 63%. Oh, yeah, I don't want to let the parts that aren't... Kindle says it looks way better. Try more power. Well, so the thing is, I basically maxed out the power at this bit rate. So I can go with a higher bit rate, but that will start having adverse effects for the people who can't transcode on Twitch. So I don't want to do that. So that won't impact the recording quality. No, not at this level. I'm going to be turning up the recording quality. Yeah, so I am definitely recording at max for my videos. Yeah, so Twitch doesn't offer transcoding. It only shows exactly the data that I send, whereas YouTube allows transcoding. So let's go ahead. People are saying it looks crisp. It looks so good. So we're seeing a much bigger impact here than when I first started the stream, it sounds like. With this... Okay. Yeah, I don't have time for you. NJ says I sent a test your way. What kind of test, NJ? Also, in what mechanism did you use to send me it? Because I don't see it on Discord, or did you email it to me? Oh, okay. Yes, okay, cool. PayPal test. Those are indeed now going through. So it looks like we've got 3 tips rolling in. Thank you very much first to Catherine for the 20, who says, expand. So I'm curious, will this look better when I say, howdy y'all, Grow Hills here, expanding as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. But then also, Michael says, testing, tipping, and tips 20. So here we go. It's time to grow hills. And then we also have another $1 rolling in from NJ Coffee Junkie, which is the test that she was talking about. So thank you, NJ. That puts us 19 away from the next face camera expansion. Then we got another 20 rolling in from Jill Jackson. Woo! Are you for real? That puts us $1 past that next milestone, who says, just successfully made my first Bubble Vader thanks to the help of the Patreon server. We got some expanding faces and knowledge bases. So here we go. Grow hills. It actually does seem like it's a little bit crisper around the glasses edges. I think the encoder is compositing better. Do you see that? Does that look like it's more? Is that better? Is that better compositing? Because that's one of the reasons I got the card with a lot of memory, was so it wouldn't take shortcuts on the compositing. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. Okay. Either way, thank you, Jill Jackson. That's our next face camera expansion milestone. Oh, man. Okay. I'm feeling good about this purchase, you know? Because, like I said, I'm very happy anytime I have an opportunity to reinvest money that y'all send me back into the stream. I feel like that's one way that I can really show I appreciate y'all, you know, and that, like, you know, I am very excited about doing this work for y'all, but at the same time, it's like if I spent like a graphics card worth of money on something that didn't work, then I would just feel dumb, because it's not like, you know. Ooh. Yeah, the camera has good resolution. It was just the compositor wasn't very good. Yeah, because the hardware compositor on the 1080 isn't as good as the hardware compositor on the 3080s. Badger says even the GUI of the game looks better. Yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, we've broken a lot of wheat. Let's harvest some of this. BKJ says, I'm comparing YouTube and Twitch feeds. Twitch seems a little bit better. Probably because Twitch is showing you the raw data that I'm sending, whereas YouTube has transcoding enabled. So it is sending a slightly recompressed, which is more efficient. So they're sending like a better quality to data ratio. But for people who aren't on good, what do you call them? Internet connections, they would want to be on YouTube. Does the GPU help with audio too? No. Not. It shouldn't. At least not the one I got. I'm not routing audio through it or anything. BKJ says that makes sense. I have gigabit fiber. Yeah, so you'd rather have the highest quality possible. Is there anything else I do in-game besides harvest wheat that usually causes the stream to kind of struggle a little bit? I am feeling Really happy about this. I know we're not getting a lot of building done. Kindleless MC says go into a dark area. Oh, is that because the encoder kind of chokes a little bit in low contrast areas? Good suggestion there, Kindleless. We also have a tip rolling in from Daniel for 50. Woo! Thank you, Daniel, for that support. Who says, keep up the good work. You, sir, are an artist. Well, I can tell you, your first 19, that gets you an expansion. 39, that's another. Let's see, 49. So, yep, that puts us 11 past. 2 face camera expansions from now. So, here we go. Expand Joe. And then numero dos. Enter the... Oh, no, where are my chains? Nothing in this room is where it's supposed to be. This is chaos. I couldn't find my PCIe power cables, so the whole room's a mess. Anyway, y'all have seen that money go straight to my head, but now, like Jacob Marley, these chains I forged in life are about to begin pulling me down to the deep below. Enter the ghost. Bum, 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 bum. Alrighty, so we are 90% geopacity now. We are $9 away from the next face camera expansion. And then, whoa, Centauratron just sent another 50. Wow, Centauratron, who says, it's Centauratron. Have a little from me and my mom. Been a bit under the weather, so going to lurk and relax most of the night. Well, thank you very much. Let's see, that first $9, that gets you an expansion. So here we go. It's time to grow hills. Lowering the geopacity now to 80%. Numero dos. That gets us to, wait, hold on, 29. And then 49 is going to get us the third expansion. And then we're 1 past. Okay, cool. So 2 more. Numero dos. Expand Jost. Lowering that geopacity now to 70%. And numero tres. The most obnoxious face. Lowering the geopacity to 60%. And that puts us now 19 away from the next face camera expansion. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Oh, people are saying I need to greet Scar. Howdy, Scar. People are saying I look more HD because the encoder's better. That's funny. Real quick, though. Real quick. Oh, we are looking at the wrong YouTube chat because YouTube chat started over. I am so sorry, YouTube chat. I hope that there haven't been a million bots. I'm so sorry. That when I restarted the stream, wow, that actually does look better. Okay. So some people were still talking in the old YouTube chat, and that made me think it was still correct. So we are now in the Tony Stark helmet cam. So I'm going to be working on the move with my brother most of the day tomorrow, so I don't have a full answer for you yet. But here we go. Look. So if you look in the mirror here, can I show the computer? Where's the... Okay, no. There's the microphone. Okay, if I wanted to show... Okay. I'm trying to show the part of the computer that's like a... There it is. Okay, cool. You can see the graphics card there. It has like a glowing rainbow thing. Okay, wait. No. If I... Dang it. It is really hard to figure out what I'm pointed at here. There it is. You can see the graphics card is like a glowing rainbow thing that's like moving across there. Pumpkin Pie says your streams are a cancer. Yeah, I was born in July. Thanks for noticing. So the sign of the crab. Woo. But yeah, so you can see the new graphics card in there. I've got the computer on my desk where the abacus would normally be. So it's kind of a whole thing. But yeah, we're doing it. I don't have any opinions on 1200. I saw 300 one time. I can't see it 4 times. B. Dan says, I love your beard. Thanks. So. Okay. So we were going to we were going to test. Yeah, I can probably... There's probably some sort of... Honestly, the rainbow doesn't bother me that much. Because, like I said, the computer, once I put the cover back on the case, I'll never see it. I don't have one of those clear cases. It's just that the case is open because I was literally finishing this before the stream started. My fallback plan was I was going to run to the pinball machine and just be like, we're streaming pinball tonight, y'all. Woo. Okay, so we are here in the Nether. There's a bunch of particles and stuff. So, yeah. We got particles everywhere. How's the quality on that? Decent. Can I go to where the deep slate coal ore used to be? Why would that help, Kindleless? I'm not sure what the value is there. Ahime Angel says your face cam looks so much better now. Where's my wig? I want to see if the wig looks better. Hold on. I might hit the microphone stand if I'm not careful. Well, let me mute while I get it. Okay, so we got the wig on. We got a bunch of particles going around. Maps look good. Oh, that's a great point. Yeah, is stuff like maps and signs better? There's a gap under the webcam. Oh, thank you for pointing that out. Yeah, sorry. I was so excited about all the other stuff I'm fixing. High quality beard. Yeah. I'm assuming Scar's kind of tired after his first MCC. Oh yeah, I should set open recording. No, not recording. Streaming, yeah. Ooh, particles. Cheesius. Cheesius has deduced there might have been a computer upgrade. Perhaps. Does it look better, Cheesius? Zenpool says the UI text is much clearer. Nether looks 100 times better. Yeah, Nether always looks bad on videos because the encoders have a lot harder time here. But we can just be like, ooh, here's Corrales' map. Ooh. Frame rate seems higher. Yeah, I also had to install Sodium to take advantage of the new graphics card because the default Minecraft renderer, it was still coming out at like 40 frames a second. It wasn't great. Basalt Delta particles, yeah. Ooh, got some fog and stuff over there. What does Sodium do? It's like Optifine that doesn't break replay mod. Yeah, I got one of the NVIDIA 30 series, but they're not paying me for advertising them, so I'm not going to say, like, which one or why. Because, like, yeah, they didn't pay for this. You did, so you don't need me to advertise to you. It's the right tool for my job, and it's not necessarily the right tool for yours, so I'm not going to tell you to go buy one. It's kind of... Because that's the other thing, is I don't want a parent to hear, like, oh... You know, my kid is just like, Joe Hill's got this graphics card, and he's a streamer, and I want to be a streamer too, so I got to have the same one. It's like, that kid's workload might be entirely different from mine. They need to make a decision based on their very own unique needs. I spent a lot of time doing research on this as soon as I saw that they were starting to be affordable again. Which, thanks y'all for the tip on that, because I had given up. I had stopped looking, but just in the last 2 weeks or so, the cards have started becoming available again, and the prices are going down. So, as somebody who bought my last card in 2016, I've been ready for a replacement for a while. Okay. Glad to help, Luxem Bros. Lay your head down and dream. I had a 1080 Ti, or no, not a 1080 Ti, a 1080 Founders Edition. The first 1080, it was, I think, might have been the first card in the 10 series back in 2016. Ahime Angel says, Joe, did my tip go through? Let me manually refresh. Ah, here it is. 20 from Ahime. Thank you so much. Sorry about that. That is going to put us $1 past our next face camera expansion milestone. So here we go. It's time to expand. Joe, do. We're almost at T. Joe Eccles, or we're at T. Joe Ecclesburg, but the camera has to actually reflect that. So we're going to turn that down to 50%, and we're going to turn off that ring light up there, which isn't where it normally is. Hello, a sheep. The sheep is very excited. You can see that the camera quality drops when there's less photons entering it. It's like switching to low light mode, and it's like, I don't know what to do. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, I got started streaming in 2008, and I had a computer. I was streaming from a laptop in 2008. It was doable. It wasn't good, but you don't, like, you just do what you need to. So, you know, like, learn to do what you can with what you have first, and then that'll help you decide what you actually need to buy. Yeah, so when it's darker here, so yeah, you can definitely see the lighting difference. That's really interesting. Okay, so I am feeling fantastic about not falling in a hole. Other problems come with rain and snow, nether forest, and lots of bedrock. Why is lots of bedrock hard? Kindless had suggested we go down to the deep slate area and see if that had any weird graphic stuff. I'm not... We could try that next. I think it was Kindless. Somebody had suggested it. Honestly, my brain is so fried. It has been a wild day. Had a lot going on. Welcome, Tosa. Glad you could join us. I mean, to me, the game doesn't look any different when I'm playing it, but I can tell in the recordings that it's recording closer to how I want it. The recordings look more like what I see when I play than they usually do. I can jump into the void and see if it works there. I think I'd rather not. Centauratron says, could the bedrock issue be because of high contrast in the texture? That would be what I would expect. It's a difficult to compress visual texture, would be my guess. Yeah. Mario Whitmore says, because the bedrock texture is kind of noisy. That makes sense. The nether roof is a good place to... I don't think anybody's actually done another roof hole yet. I use OBS. It's open source, and the developers seem legit. Just standard OBS studio. Are the signs... Hey, we were looking at these signs a lot the other day. Are the signs easier to read? Doc has a hole. Do you know where Doc's... Do you know where Doc and Jevin's nether access is, though? Because I don't know where it is. Tronic says the stream looks a lot smoother. Napstor says they're so much clearer. Okay, so you were here on Thursday, and it looks... Yeah, I think noisy is a good term for the bedrock texture. A few hermits have holes. Yeah, but I don't know how to get to them, is the thing. Because none of them have publicized how to get this. Tango and Impulse were talking about it on stream the other day. And Impulse was like, yeah, they're getting up there somehow, but I don't know. And Tango was like, well, maybe they're not. Maybe there's not actually even a hole. Because you can do it with, like, ender pearls and stuff. And not actually punch a hole in there. Hey, welcome 8-bit Victorian. Glad you could join us. Thank you, Brendan Reardon. I'm glad you appreciate my vision. I'm kind of curious, if I turn this ring light back on now, just to get a little bit more light, like how much crisper does the frames of the glasses get? That gets a lot crisper. But the nose then is so much more bright and illuminated. I don't love that. Yeah. Welcome, Badger Diggs. Doc used a boat or something to get up there. Okay. Okay, so apparently Doc used some sort of boat glitch to get through the roof, is what people are saying. Kindleless claims he broke a hole later, but I don't know where it is. So... Okay. And this graphics card is super quiet and not very... Like, the air coming out of it is not really hot at all. I mean, I've got the card on my desk right now. People were talking about whether or not the audio was different. Hey, welcome, Silent Whisperer Raiders. This is kind of a weird one, as I say to almost all Raiders, because I just got a new graphics card, which, oh boy, if I wanted to show you it, I can get the mirror back up. I've got a mirror here so I can point the webcam at the graphics card. That's my mouse. That's the keyboard. Wait, hold on. How do mirrors work? Hold on. I feel like I've almost got... Give me a second. That's the cables coming out of the computer. Yeah, so is that the new graphics card? It's very glowy. Yeah. So I got a new graphics card in the computer. The computer's on my desk right now, so the audio might not be as good as usual because the fans are pointing at the... like, at me. Yeah, mirrors, how do they work? Everything I do is reversed somehow. That's a real hassle. So, anyway. But yeah, I got a new graphics card installed. So we're testing a bunch of graphics card settings. Testing a bunch of graphics card settings. Seeing, like, the YouTube compositor... Or not the YouTube. The NVIDIA compositor is actually way more efficient. And... So I'm transmitting to Twitch at the same bitrate, 4,500 kilobits a second, but the video quality is way higher. I could duck out of the way, but I could also technically just turn the camera off for a second. Yeah, so in theory, me flying around here or me looking at a bunch of signs and stuff should look way better than usual. Kindle has just sent me... We're about to go to a test. So Bedrock is one of the hardest things for... hardware to compress because it's got such a staticky, noisy look to it. So we were about to go to the Nether to go to Doc's portal to the bedrock ceiling at -126. Okay, so we're going the right way there. And then 169. So, okay, 169 would be that way. So we're going to go this way. So thank you for posting those coordinates, Kindleless, in the Discord chat. People are saying the audio is fine. I'm really glad, because I've got a bunch of fans pointed right at me, but because they're pointed right at me, they're not actually pointed at the, what do you call it? The, microphone. So 126, 169. So here's 169. 126, -126 would be this way. So it's probably that ladder there, if I had to guess. The trident is not going to help me fly in the Nether. So let's turn these... Okay, let's just assume that that ladder is the right one and turn the coordinates off for right now. But yeah, Doc is just like, I don't want people climbing my ladder. Oh, I see bedrock. Discord is for $5 a month Patreon subscribers. I've got 3 chats running because it keeps all the chats moving slower. It's easier to read 3 slow chats than 1 triple speed chat. So I've got a Discord chat for Patreon subscribers. I've got a YouTube chat and a Twitch chat. Okay. So... Oh, here's the hole to actually the roof. Okay, so this is the bedrock texture noise check. As we've established, bedrock texture is one of the hardest things for a compressor to encode in hardware in Minecraft because of the way the noisy texture is. How is it looking? Is it crisp at all compared to how it used to be? Yeah, I was going to potato glitch through the ceiling, yes. Is that looking decent? We've got some torches that are going to give us alternating lighting. Ooh, we've got particle effects. Particle effects and... People are saying, yep, that's getting crusty. It's not perfect, but it's way better. Well, that's what we're doing. We're trying to find the edge cases. We are trying to see what is the absolute worst case. So even in the absolute worst case, it looks better than the 6-year-old graphics card that we did have. Right? Okay. There's a circle of clarity around me. Beyond that, it's fuzzy. Okay, yep, that's okay. Cheesia says this looks as good as any streams I've seen on the Nether roof. Look out for Doc's ghast farm. I'll try not to get shot by a ghast. Don't worry. Yeah, the distance is very compressed looking. Well, yeah, that's just kind of how it's going to be. Because this texture is just the worst. Try recording right now. I'm actually recording all of this. I'm going to go back and I'm going to review all of this. So this is with... We've got 40% of the video encode going just to the stream. We've got 20% going to the... what do you call it? To the recording. So the recording, I'm recording at like twice the bit rate of the stream, so it's not as worried about compressing it, because we have bit rate to spare. Because like the footage I'm saving to my hard disk, like we're easily outpacing the hard disk's write speed, or we're easily within. I don't have fireworks actually. I've been using my trident to fly around everywhere. Okay, so if we get our trident out here. People are saying fly around a little bit. Ooh. So normally, yeah, when you're doing a lot of high-speed turns and stuff, that's going to be... I don't want to make people nauseous. But, like, usually high-speed turns are going to be where you start having some bad graphical stuff. Kindleist says I need to wash my monitor screen. Yeah, at the point where in order to see this clearly, you need to clean your screen. That means we're doing something right here. Okay. Jen in Minecraft P says it looks like 720p and 1080p, but it looks good. Yeah, I'm thinking about sending YouTube a higher resolution feed than I'm sending Twitch, but that's going to require setting up a bunch of stuff that's kind of out of scope for what I had to do. What I had time for before this stream started. Current opacity is, we turned it off, actually, because we got distracted. We're testing graphics card stuff, and it's easier to test it with the camera off sometimes. But we do need to test it with the camera on, too. Hey, we got another 10... or no, sorry, not another 10, another 20. Sorry, didn't mean to miscount that. Boom, I've got the abacus now, so I'll get it right. That puts us $1 past our next face camera expansion milestone. So here we go. It's time to expand Jost. And we are going to lower the opacity now to 42%. That came in from Daniel, who writes, I couldn't find you and your brother's album when I was looking. Do you have a link? I sure do. Let me get that for you. It's our distributor, DistroKid, will has a landing page that links you to everywhere that you can buy our album or listen to it, like YouTube Music or Amazon or iTunes or all that. So that DistroKid link is it. Please check that out. And let me ban another bot. Woo, a lot of bots tonight. But yeah, that puts us 19 away from the next face camera expansion. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Okay. Did Cub win MCC? I actually don't know. Oh, but for those of you who are just joining us and might not have gotten to see it yet, I wanted to show off, one of the reasons we're flying around at night is I wanted to show off the cool trees that we set up with the Lichen. They're like ghost trees here. Ooh, ghost trees, trees that are ghosts. So, like, if somebody's flying back from the spider farm over here, and they're like, I was just killing a whole bunch of spiders. Oh, no, what's this over here? Oh, these trees, they sure are lit up. That's so odd. You know? Lichen trees. I'm pretty happy with how the Lichen trees work. If I put Lichen on glass, that would look more like living trees and be less green. Maybe. I'm not sure. There's something there, like hiding glass blocks inside the tree or something. But yeah. Lichen trees. They're like lycanthropes, but they're trees with lichen on them. Here, let me get a closer view for you. Ooh. And so it's like the trees are diseased, and the disease is spreading to the other trees. Have a good time at work, Badger Diggs. Wolf trees, says Ceiling Squirrel. Okay. Devin Karate says there's a thing in Twitch chat that needs modding. I think I got that, but just in case I didn't, if you can tell me the name of the viewer so that I can make sure that I took care of it. Patchouli Mukulu says, is that your face reflected on the screen? It sure is, unless it's your face, in which case you're adorable. Good job. Great face, everybody. Great face. Especially Patchouli Muku. But yeah, we are testing the new graphics card. We are seeing how it looks when we fly around at night and some few other things. I really should be working on my recording. One of the things that was kind of bumming me out the last few days is I noticed every time, like, I had a 6-year-old graphics card, and like I could tell it was dying because some of the ports had stopped working, and it seemed like every time I recorded with it, the quality was just had more and more artifacts on it. And so I was kind of like, I don't want to record more segments about this landscaping bit until I can get this new card in. But, yep, Camelari says, so that's why it looks different. So, now that I have gotten the new card in... Hey, Scar's here. Howdy, Scar. I'm going to kind of get back on that video work. I have not visited the Floating Island shop yet. Okay. Whew, this has been a whole day, and tomorrow's gonna be a busy day too. Okay. We've only been going for like 75 minutes on stream, but like, it was so stressful getting this card to work. Like, seriously, like I first got it in, and like the motherboard has a light that warns you if there's no graphics card detected, or if that light was going on, and I'm looking at the graphics card plugged into the motherboard, and I'm looking at that light, and I'm like, and then it's like, okay. Well, and that was after I fixed the power problem. I had to go buy more power cables. But like, yeah, it's just been like one thing after another. I am so happy that we got this stream going. Oh boy. It's one of the NVIDIA 30 series. They're not paying me to say which one, or they're not paying me at all. But yeah, so and like I said, I don't want people to hear like, oh, Joe bought this very specific thing for his very specific business use case. Obviously, that's what I need for my, hobby or whatever. My title says the wrong date. Honestly, I'm just happy the computer is working. I'm just happy the computer is working. The computer was not working until, like, right before the stream. So, yeah. Maybe the reason it feels like such a long day is because your stream title says it's Friday. You know what? Maybe it has been a long Friday. Extra long Friday here. But yeah, I think these lichen trees also look good in the daytime. Like, they look sickly and unwell. Because, like, we were talking about dead trees versus dying trees. And these look like dying trees, right? And there's something in motion there, which I love. But yeah, I originally was like, I want to try and get this stuff attached to the roof and try and record it and stuff. But I'm thinking I should realistically, I could start attaching stuff to the roof. But if I do, I'm going to have to do a bunch of smaller steps first. And I need to wake up super early to help my brother with stuff tomorrow. So I think we're going to save the actual additional landscaping work today. This was a good tech stream, and we had a lot of fun flying around the server and looking at cool stuff, but like, honestly, the mission of proving that the graphics card works, we have accomplished. So thank y'all for being here for that journey. Yeah, let me go ahead and see what's going on out in the broader world. I wonder if people are still at TPF streaming. Looks like Deadflip is streaming the Twippy Awards. let's see what else is going on. Because, like, the Twippy Awards is really only meaningful to people who already care about pinball awards shows. It's not going to be as exciting as watching a pinball stream. Let's see. I see Kendersite is playing Minecraft Survival. Why don't we go ahead and raid Kendersite? Here we go. /raid Kendersite. When you get there, our raid message, as always, is howdy y'all. Joe Hills raid here. And thank y'all so much again for making this graphics card purchase possible. Like, it's y'all's support that let me do this. Why is that link not going? Is YouTube chat broken? YouTube chat might be broken for me. I'm sorry, YouTube chat. I'm sorry, YouTube chat. Apparently, YouTube chat froze at some point, and I didn't realize it. But we're on our way out the door anyway. So anyway, thank y'all again. Until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring.